Welcome again to my second video. Today we're going to talk about some of the things, materials I use for my indoor garden in preparation for spring. These are just pictures of the materials and seeds that I use for my indoor garden. As you can see, there is a watermelon, Chinese lantern tomatillo, and cantaloupe, the melon ananas, the sun gold, golden jubilee tomato, and this is from Burpee in Gurney's. I use styrofoam cups, which are not pictured here, some plastic cups, and I use the Jiffy Natural Organic Seed Starting Mix to help feed my plants. I also bought in the future for my spring garden items from Gurney's, which is a vegetable food, and fruit tree food as well, which I'm going to use, and hopefully it would help my trees make fruits this year. This is the second year for my cherry tree and my peach tree outside. Also, we have some crocuses here that my son had wanted to plant this year in the front garden. And we also have some of the materials I'm going to use for my trellises for my cantaloupe and my watermelon this year, modifying the old mm, garden um, greenhouse that I have. So hopefully everything will turn out well. As you can see, this is my banana tree again. I had this in my previous video, my first video that I made. You can see the suckers had grown really big and tall, and I plan to transplant them into containers for the spring and put them outside. Here is my seedling collection that I had to get from my seed starting kit container because it was became leggy, as you can see in my previous video. So I had transplanted them into separate containers and actually used a grow light that my son had used for his aquarium that he doesn't use anymore. So I'm hoping these will grow better. Just something to look forward to in the spring, and hopefully they will grow healthier. So as you can see, I have the watermelon there, the cantaloupe from the seed starting kit, and each labeled so that way I remember what they are. And on the window, I made more plants. My seeds collection here in the window in the styrofoam cups. And I will replace these and put them in a grow light. So I'm going to alternate putting grow light and probably buying a fluorescent bulb or another grow light for the seeds so they'll grow healthy and strong and ready for outdoor plant transplanting. I'm taking out to my garden outside, which I had started last year. This is going towards my garage. We don't have a big yard, so I had to use whatever we had whatever space we had. And as you can see, we have a lot of collections of plants last year. I think it was too many. It was really hard to keep up with. We have some succulents you can see in the didn't do well outside. We just kind of left it outside. I had some cuttings I got from roses from my mother's garden. You can see here, this is the greenhouse, a mini greenhouse I'm going to turn into a trellis for my cantaloupe and watermelon. My son has a collection of evergreens. And here you can see is my cherry tree. It's really dormant right now, but if you can see, um, look closer, there are actually buds growing on the branches, and I'm happy for that because I'm sure they're gonna bloom this year. Hopefully, it's a grafted tree, so I'm hoping for um, fruits this year. If not, maybe in a couple years. But as you can see, I also planted um, it in a container. A lot of my container plants did well last year, and I'm hoping to have more this year. But newer plants, you can see this is my peach tree, my dwarf peach tree, and you can actually plant trees in containers and you can trim them or prune them so that way they don't grow as tall, and it can go lengthwise instead of horizontally, um, instead of vertically. So here you can see some of my other plants, the eggplant, um, This is the palm tree, continue to do well. Um, and we have here is a bamboo, supposed to be the red bamboo. Um, and over here is a past. In the past, we had the tomatillo that gave some we had some fruits from it, not too many. We really needed a lot more pollinators. So this year, that was last year, I didn't have any flowers that would attract pollinators. So this year I plan to include flowers that will attract bees and butterflies into my garden, and hopefully some insects, beneficial insects that will not harm my plants. Here you can see my tomato plants that I had used bamboo sticks to support my plants, to keep them from falling over, especially when they're producing fruits. And this is my evergreen that my son had wanted to plant um, last year also. We have a collection of evergreen plants, and there is my strawberry container. You see there's still some greens left there. I'm gonna have to, you can see my garden's really messy and I have a lot to do to clean it up and plan my new outdoor garden this spring. Here's some more of the evergreens, and let me just show you this one. This is the red, um, which one is, this is the eastern red cedar. Um, some of the evergreens, I think, turn brown and then turns back again to green in the springtime and summer. So, but some of them remain green, like these plants here. And over here is a water barrel that my husband had set up. We had gotten this free. They were giving it out last year, and we used it last year. It saved us a lot of money. It collects water. If you can see this, from the top on the roof on the gutter, and I used it for my garden last year. And this is the area where my husband is clearing out, so I can have more space for my garden. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe. Thank you.